27-year-old right-hander facing the A's for the first time in his career. Mighty impressive against Detroit in his last outing. And here's Adam Kennedy, who's made the transition from second base to third base, taking the first delivery a little bit inside, ball one. .72 delicious degrees at game time. And Kennedy this time with a strike. We understand that the A's are back playing the game the way they used to play it. That is waiting you out, making you throw strikes.
They are, but one of the differences is that they will run now. They're stealing a lot of bases, a lot more running for them, but typically they didn't used to do that.
Routine ground ball to Lopez, and Mr. Kennedy is out number one.
Take a look and see what he's done on the road. He pitched well, so he's going to have to get a little more comfortable here at home.
Mark Ellis, the second baseman, the hitter now. The Mariners have had pretty good success against the A's this year. They've won 6 of the 9 played. And that one a little bit inside, ball one. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Still makes his home in Florida. Grew up in Delaware. I don't know how many major leaguers have come from Delaware. Not too many.
Probably not too many.
And a high pop-up this time. And sprinting in under full tilt, and then he shuts it down to get under it easily is Franklin Gutierrez. The A's coming off of beating Detroit yesterday. We want to pass along our best wishes to Robbie Kelso, who we know is watching this game tonight because he's an A's fan. He lives on Whidbey Island, and his family, a longtime A's fans, want to send their love from Southern California or from the Bay Area, and we're happy to do that. Ray Fosse, when their fine announcers, passed that note that Robert, they wanted to know that they were thinking about you, so we're happy to pass that along. Scott Hairston takes the ball, ball one, 1 ball and no strikes to count. Hairston having a heck of a year with San Diego before he was acquired. Had 10 home runs and 29 RBIs, hitting .299. He's hit 5 more home runs and 21 RBIs with the A's, so he's had a good year.
He's a good athlete. He can do a number of things for you.
And that time he's going to pop it up again, and just about the same spot. Gutierrez is going to make the catch as he did on Mark Ellis. So a nice first inning for Ian Snell. 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the first. Good to have you aboard.
And leading things off, it'll be Franklin Gutierrez, then it's Brandon Lopez, Griffey Hall, Jojo Mahanahan, Jack Wilson will hit 8th, and Michael Saunders will hit 9th. Take a look what Mazzaro's done this year. ERA 5.31. He has a power sinker, throws pretty hard. He'll be 92, 95 miles an hour. And the defense behind him, Harrison Sweeney and Custon the outfield. Across the infield, it's Kennedy, Pennington, Ellis, and Barton. And Kurt Suzuki will do the catching.
And the delivery is a strike on the outside corner, 0-1 to count. Ichiro is day to day, as they say. Mazzaro throws that pitch away. When I saw this kid was going to pitch, a light kind of lit up in my head. I remember seeing Mazzaro pitch back in March, and I went back to my book, which I have all the games, the exhibition games also, and found him and a swing and a miss, and it was at Phoenix Muni.
Yep. And
he struck out the side the first time he faced him, and then got the final 3-2. Kid is outstanding.
He has terrific stuff. He's one of the big time prospects for them that they have a lot of hopes for him. He struggles at times, but his stuff is really good.
That's a fly ball to the young charging right fielder Jack Cust. By the way, if you haven't heard, Jason Giambi has signed a minor league deal with the Colorado Rockies, and they're going to bring him up after the 1st of September. Hoping that they'll get the veteran to help them win that wild card spot. They're 2 up in the National League wild card.
He'll be there in a week when they can expand the rosters.
And here's Russell Branyan. Strike at the knees on 1. Mazzaro just 22 years of age. Challenges him with a fastball, 93 miles an hour. High and outside. And strike 3 called. He's rung up. But the home plate umpire not too happy about that call by Marty Foster.
We'll take a look at this last fastball. Suzuki, the catcher, set up inside. It was right on the corner. See that a lot from him with the left-handed hitters. He'll start that ball in off the plate and run it back on the inner half.
Mazzaro, an East Coast kid from the New York area, Hackensack, New Jersey. Makes his home in Rutherford, New Jersey. 3rd round draft choice in 2005 by the A's. Seems to be in a good starting groove anyway. Throwing a lot of strikes. This is away with that one. Now 20,000 folks here tonight to welcome the Mariners home. Nice slider.
And Lopez again wasn't happy with that. According to the tracer, that pitch just off the plate away.
Bob Guerin, the skipper of the A's. That one came close, but it missed away. And a high fly ball belted to left center field. And that baby is going to be off the base of the wall. Down to second base with the double goes Jose Lopez. But Lopez might have number 18, which would be a career high for him. Jose Lopez has been red hot. Have a look at where the ball landed out there on the wall. This is our Coors Light Freeze can, and it just goes off the glove of Scott Hairston. Hairston almost made a great running catch of it, but it went off the heel of the glove. Will go for a double. Did not quite make it to the wall. Junior. And a strike to him. I talked to Junior before the ball game about 14 years ago tonight when he hit that 2-run home run against John Wetland. The Mariners beat the Yankees and were well on their way to probably the most exciting season in Mariner history. He was just coming off the DL at that time, you'll recall, Mike. And he said, I didn't think too much about it at that particular time. And then I went to Wetland and I talked to him about that particular night. And there you go, revived 95. And I said, what do you remember about it? He said, well, I'll tell you what I remember about it. He said, I've seen it so many times, I say to myself, throw him a curveball, not a pass ball, and it's always a pass ball. It ends up in the bleachers out there in the lower deck. And Junior takes a strike. The Mariners, with Junior hitting the home run and the only run they got against Cleveland yesterday, have homered in 7 consecutive ball games now. Oh, down low and inside, and it got him. So a 2-on, 2-out.
Well, it came inside a couple different times. Take a look at this last pitch. Ouch, that one's going to hurt on the cap. I thought it was up on the upper part of his leg. That one will hurt.
And Bill Hall making his home debut in a Mariner uniform after being picked up from the Brewers and having a very nice debut on the road. Already with a couple of RBIs and a chance to add to that right here. Way outside. Adrian Beltre not only taking some batting practice, but I couldn't believe my eyes. He was out taking ground balls at third base.
I saw that. Yeah.
I didn't ask him the obvious question. Down low ball too, no, but I wonder if he was wearing one.
I think he probably was. I hope so anyways.
Two and one.
Well, a couple of games that we were able to watch Bill Hall swing the bat. Did a nice job hitting the ball all over the place. Basically gap in left center field and the gap in right center is where he's hitting the ball. Drove in a couple of runs, as Dave mentioned, hit a double.
And that just misses barely inside. Ball 3, 3-1. Hall got a pitch up, baby. I'd like to have that one back.
Yeah, you can see him really wind up on that last pitch. Knew he was going to get a 3-1 fastball up right in the middle of the plate. And he turned it loose, fouled it straight back. Could see him really load up on it. Was a little bit late.
Runners will be going, and a swing and a high pop-up down the right field line and back into the stands. So we'll do it all over again, 3-2. The A's for 3, the Royals for 4, and then the Angels for 3. And the Mariners go off on their last 3-city tour of the year. They've got one more road trip, but only 2 cities. For some reason, Tampa Bay and Toronto Runners go, and the pitch is high, ball 4. And Kenji Jojima will step up to the plate. And here comes Kurt Young.
We're talking about that last trip for the Mariners to Tampa Bay. We're just there for 2 days.
It's unbelievable. I don't think I've ever.
Trip.
Yeah, and the only time we've gone there too.
Right.
I don't think I've ever gone to a town for a 2-game series
And
once.
Right.
I have, on the second trip or something like that.
Right. I just thought it was odd for that to be the longest flight for the guys. And
I was talking to Reed Fossey, their fine broadcaster, and he's seen their schedule for next year, the A's schedule. I haven't seen ours. But he said they've got a 2-day road trip to Boston. And that's the only 2 they have at Boston. Same thing we're going to have in Tampa Bay. Here's Jojima now. And a good pitch at the knees. Speaking of Boston, they're leading the White Sox 12-7. Late in their ball game at Fenway.
well, Mazzaro now has thrown 28 pitches in the inning here in the first.
Jojima breaks his bat, hits a slow roller, and the shortstop Pennington gets the force out on Hall coming down from first. So the Mariners did everything but score here in the first. We go to the second, no score.
Brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
Welcome back. Good to see our friends with all the signs for Rally Fries.
Good to be home.
Oh man, is it ever? It was one of the shorter but tougher road trips of the year, I think, because of 3 of the 4 losses where you gave them win. I mean,
you're right.
That's
there.
one thing the Mariners have not been doing, beating themselves, and they beat themselves. In a few games on the road. As Jack Cust will step in and lead it off here in the second inning.
Mariners put a big shift on for Cust when you normally would see with Brandon and Junior up.
And sure Giannis.
Looks like his, right?
Sure does. 2-1. Behind now, 3 balls and a strike. And a high towering fly ball hit to right field, and over toward the stands goes Bill Hall. And it's back into the stands. Cust had a home run yesterday against the Detroit Tigers. He's got some pop. He's hit 19 of them.
Yeah, hit 33 last year.
And that's right over the outside corner. Good fastball.
Well, Ian Snell has a pretty good run on his fastball. You can see Kenji set up on the outside corner, and this ball just moves right off of it. Nice pitch. He didn't like it.
Here's Kurt Suzuki, the catcher. That's over but low. And you'll find Snell, when he's wild, I'd say 60-70% of the times is low, not high.
I would agree with that. He'll miss down. I think a lot of that has to do with the good movement that he can get on his pitches.
That ball is hammered to deep right center field, and an outstanding run out there by Get the Flying Things. And he is Franklin Gutierrez.
Well, we talk about it all the time. If it stays in the ballpark, good chance Franklin Gutierrez is going to run it down. The ball's actually slicing away from him, so he had to go a long ways to get that. No surprise that he came up with it, though.
Ryan Sweeney is the hitter now. Center fielder takes high. And that ball's lined to center field, and again out there, you know who makes an easy play of it. Gutierrez, 6 in a row retired by Ian Snell. To the bottom of the second, no score. It's been, as we go to the bottom of the second here, no score. Jack Hanahan, the XA, takes it inside. The Mariners, of course, picking up Hanahan from Sacramento, the A's AAA affiliate. it outside ball. Two balls and no strikes to count. Hanahan, in a long afternoon yesterday in Cleveland, one of the bright spots, was on 3 times twice with doubles off the right center field wall. And the count 2-1 on him now. And that's going to drift into foul territory, and over there to make the catch. Nice play, Adam Kennedy.
It looked like that foul ball came back to him a little bit. I thought maybe it had a chance to get into the seats. Remember that ball from a lefty will slice away towards the stands. You can see him put the brakes on real quick and have to make an adjustment to come back and catch it. Nice play by Kennedy.
He's a good athlete. How? Of course, he's known as a second baseman. Was a second baseman in a World Championship Angel Ball Club. How about the transition from second base to third base?
I think it can be difficult. It's a much longer throw, obviously, and I think you get different hops from it. When you play in the middle of the diamond, you get a chance. You can get around the ball a little bit more. You have more time. But when you play on the corners, I think it can be tough.
Although we haven't seen it yet, speaking of the strong throws, we understand that Cliff Pennington, who is their shortstop now, has an absolute gun for an arm. Kid out of Texas, Pennington, who was at AAA all year long, and their #1 draft choice 4 years ago.
Good to see Jack Wilson back in the lineup today. Hopefully his legs will hold up for him. Josh Wilson did a really nice job filling in for the time that Jack was out.
Did a great job.
Yeah.
Jack has missed 12 games, and down he goes. 12 days. And there is Josh. He did such a great job.
See what he did on the road trip. Hit .391 with a couple of home runs. Made a couple of fantastic plays on the road.
Saunders, a line drive base hit. So with 2 outs, and they're starting something again. They started something in the first inning. They ended up loading the bases, but they didn't get a run. Ichiro, of course, attempting to become the first player in Major League history to collect 200 hits in 9 consecutive seasons. So we hope you're going to join us at Safeco Field this week, as hopefully he'll be back, hopefully as soon as tomorrow, as he continues his quest to rewrite the record books. For tickets, you can visit Mariners.com. I'll guarantee you, Tokyo Papers probably got about 10-point type for their morning papers. Ichiro missing tonight's ball game. Outside. I didn't even see Ichiro in the clubhouse, and I haven't seen him. I don't know if he may not even be there.
He probably ended up spending the day in the trainer's room getting treatment. Would be my guess.
And kind of a nagging thing for him for, I guess, some time.
Yeah, after the game yesterday, I saw him walking around. He was limping pretty good. So I was surprised to see him out of the lineup today.
We wish him a speedy recovery. One. Nice pitch to swing at right there.
Good fastball in the middle of the plate. Probably hit the ball well to right field his first time up and hit it right at Cuss to the right fielder.
Michael, I would think a threat to go here.
Well, he was leaning a little bit on that last pickoff move.
Foul back course when the A's are here. It's like all home week for Wakamatsu, who was their bench coach last year. Reaction to the fan that made obviously an outstanding catch.
And there's Don, Ty Van Berkeley, spending some time in Oakland.
And a broken bat, base hit into left field. So Gutierrez shatters his bat.
We talked about the good two-seam fastball from Mazzaro. He runs this in on his hands. Ends up getting a base hit, but Mazzaro 2 innings in a row gets 2 quick outs, and now he's in trouble again with some runners in scoring position, and the Mariners have a chance to do some damage against him.
And here's Russell. Challenged him with a fastball in on him. Don't exactly have the brain shift on here. Mazzaro up and in with that fastball, 95 miles an hour. And a change, taken a little high, actually. Not a change, but a 94 mile an hour fastball that almost looked like a change.
And you can see the pitch count. This next pitch will be number 50 for him. So trying to get through 2 innings has been a real chore. And again, in the first and here in the second, he was able to get the first 2 hitters out. And struggled after that.
So for the second inning in a row, 2 on, a 3-2 count to the batter. He walked Bill Hall in the same situation in the first to load the bases. See what he does with Branyan here. You can only stick your toes in the fire so many times before you get burnt. And a high fly ball popped up into shallow left field. And running over toward the line to make the catch is Scott Hairston. So he gets away with it one more time. The Mariners lead 2 more. And as we go to the third, there is still no score. friend the Duck and give you our Aflac trivia question. How many starting pitchers have the Mariners used this year?
Well,
Free advertising.
yeah. Wow. I don't know. 11. What do you think?
I think you're high.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay. Well, what do you think?
I think 8.
I think the number's 8.
Huh?
I think the number's 8.
Do you? I don't know, but I think it's 8. Landon Powell is the designated hitter. Sometimes he catches, and he takes a strike 0-1 from Ian Snell.
You have Felix and Bedard and Washburn.
Well, we've got some guys that, it's more than 8 because you've got some guys down there at AAA right now that have started.
Olson,
Yeah,
Vargas,
yeah,
Roland Smith,
right.
Snell, obviously tonight,
Brandon Moore.
Brennan Morrow, French,
Right. And a change, a little low, 2-2, so we're up to 9. And a towering pop-up. Jack Wilson, the easy play. So 7 in a row retired by Snell.
Doug Fister,
Doug Fister. And Derek Barton, the first baseman, will be the hitter.
Carlos Silva,
Right? Derek Barton hitting only 163.
Chris Jakabauskas,
Chris Jakabauskas. That's what you said, 12, right?
12, right on the money.
You're never wrong, Michael.
Just ask me, right?
No.
I think I get one a week.
No,
I
you
usually
don't.
get the rest of them.
No. You're much better than that. He's pop foul down the third baseline and out of play. Mariners had a rough road trip. I think we had kind of a tough road trip too, didn't we? This last one.
Yeah. A couple of them I was able to get because I cheated on them, but I don't mind counting those.
Heavens no. You get away with it.
I did until I just said that.
Change that time thrown to Barton. That's the guy you want to go after. 190 hit. 160 hit.
Yeah,
163. And foul off to the third base side now to play.
Well, there you go. That's a pitch count you like to see. 29 pitches so far, working here in the third.
And a changeup. It's hit down the left field line toward the corner. And this time again, it will drift back into the stands as Saunders runs out of room. Barton hit 261 for Sacramento this year. And did he go? He did not. So the A's have their first base runner. And here comes the kid Pennington. This Friday, the Mariners hosting the Royals. The first 20,000 fans picking up the second of two classic Mariners TV commercial DVDs presented by FSN. This one-of-a-kind DVD consists of commercials produced from 2002 through this season, and it features some of the best of Ichiro, Edgar, Jay, and more. So don't miss out, because this DVD will not be sold in stores. For tickets, you can visit Mariners.com. Pennington hitting .346 left-handed. He's a switch hitter. .045 right-handed. Breaking ball, one of the few he's thrown. Get out of Corpus Christi, Texas. .24 old. Went to Texas A&M, an Aggie. That's barely outside. 2-1. He was the 21st selection in the draft, although it was the open pick in the first round in 2005. Pennington had .264 with Sacramento this year. Again, your AA ball in Midland. Down he goes on a breaking ball. Nice changeup that time.
Talked about it with Snell. He has good stuff. We've seen that. He topped out around 95 miles an hour. He has a nice changeup, a really good changeup that he likes to throw to the left-handers, and a good breaking ball. Just a matter of being consistent and throwing more strikes. You look at him so far. Pitch count's fine. 37 pitches here in the third, but he has 20 strikes, 17 balls. You'd like to get that ratio a little bit better than the one that he has going right now.
Line outside to Kennedy, who had a crisp ground ball to Lopez to start the ball game. Adam Kennedy is a manager's dream. He will play anywhere you want him. He's a hard-nosed kid. He's a professional's professional.
Grind out some at-bats for you. He's been around. I mean,
yep.
The Angels and the Cardinals. A little bit surprised to see the 10 home runs for him.
And how about that one? But foul, a mile. In the second deck down there.
See the fastball up out over the plate. 2-0 pitch. Kennedy making sure that he gets out in front of a fastball and yanked it foul.
And that gets down in the dirt and away from McKenzie. So on the wild pitch. Barton ends up at second base.
We'll take a look at it. Pitch in the dirt. Went off the heel of Kenji's glove and squirted over towards the dugout. Kenji had to hustle, but there might be a chance for it to go into the dugout.
And he lost him. So that's his second walk in the inning given up by Ian Snell. And Mark Ellis now, who popped to center field, will be the hitter. Snell can get wild, you know that. He's had things well under control. up until this inning. With his command.
Let's even things up now. 42 pitches, 21 balls, 21 strikes.
And took a little bit off that time. Nice changeup to Marcellus right at the knees. Outfield playing him straight away. Now he's ahead. Tigers leading the Angels 1-0 in the third down in Anaheim. Outside target and a ground ball to third base. So Hanahan guns down Marcellus. And a couple of bases on balls here in the third doesn't hurt Ian Snell. We go to the bottom of the third. There is still no score. Rally fries.
Wow.
Up there.
Flowers Rocks. See the rocks over on the right?
Beautiful state. Jose Lopez starts it off here in the third. Well, when I've spent that much time in Montana, I'd like to spend more.
Coos Bay. See the boat of Coos Bay here at the ballpark.
Charles Schultz in the audience.
Snoopy.
And that's belted deep to left field. That's a new career high for Jose Lopez. Number 18. And the Mariners are on the board. Lopez with his 76th RBI. No doubt about that one. He jumped all over it. And that's a 10th home run given up by Mazzaro this year.
Take another look at it. Lopez gets a fastball up and in the middle of the plate. Lopez hits it over the out-of-town scoreboard. And you're right, Dave. No doubt about it.
They're guesstimating that at 371.
Another look at Lopez swing, spread out stance, not much of a stride, and just throws his hands at it.
Nice to see Junior hit a home run on the anniversary of one of his more famous home runs.
Well, you're talking to him today. Did you ask him if he was going to do it?
No. 1-2. Two on him. Boston wins. They beat the White Sox tonight. Tampa Bay knocks off Toronto. So Derek Barton runs it to the bag as he waves away the pitcher, one down. And here's the answer to our Aflac trivia question. How many starting pitchers have the Mariners used this season? Well, the answer is 12. That first rotation, Hernandez, Bedard, Silva, Washburn, and Roland Smith, they went through that one time, and one time only, because Roland Smith didn't make a second start. And then since then, you've had Jakubauskas, Vargas, Olson, Morrow, French, Pfister, and of course Snell. Been some kind of turnover. And still the Mariners are a couple of games over 500. That's a strike to Bill Hall. Doing one. And a high towering pop-up off the first base side and out of play. So down he goes, and with two away, Jojima will be the hitter. We're running out of time in August, so let's check the Mariners' calendar. Just a little bit more than a week to go in August. And the Mariners, of course, beginning a homestand here with Oakland. And then Kansas City. And then the Angels. And of course, our calendar brought to you by Sleep Country USA. One hopper skids right to the second baseman, Mark Ellis. So the leadoff bomb by Jose Lopez is career high 18. And after three, the Mariners have a 1-0 lead.
Rapid Rewind. Nice to be back here at Seattle Mariners with a 1-0 lead thanks to Jose Lopez career high 18th home run. Only run today. Both pitchers have done a heck of a job escaping a lot of trouble. Dave Simpson, Mike Blowers, welcome back to Seattle.
Well, it's good to be home. It's great to be home. How about the day we've served up for you today?
Not too shabby.
Not too bad, right?
Not at all. Ian Snell.
Ian Snell has done a nice job so far. He had to work a little bit through last inning, lost it a little bit, which we've seen from him, but he was able to get it back and end up getting out of the inning without giving up a run, but a 1-2-3 first and a 1-2-3 second for him, so hopefully he can get back on track.
Scott Hairston pops one up out of play. This is a homestand, particularly the first 7 games where the Mariners have got to make some hay. Two of the real low-scoring teams along with the Mariners, but the Mariners pitch pretty well when you look at the overall numbers on the season. Got Oakland for 3, Kansas City for 4. You got to come out with some numbers.
Yeah, you have to.
Comebacker. Underhand toss over to Brennan. 1 out. Because you look back at this road trip where Mariners just finished 2-4.
Wow.
At minimum, it should have been 3-3. At max, it could have been 5-1.
Yeah. 3 walk-off losses for the Mariners on the last trip. Tough trip for them as far as that goes. You know, you have those kind of trips when you go out on the road, but not the way that the guys had to lose it, where they ended up having 3 walk-offs in 6 games. That's tough.
Here's Jack Cust. Face off against Ian Snell. Jack got caught looking on a 3-2 pitch his first time up. Jack last year led the American League in walks and strikeouts and was 6th in home runs. Well hit. Nice stop by Branyan. Can Snell get there? He does.
Really nice play by Branyan over at first base. Snell a little bit late getting off the mound, but he's a good athlete. No problem beating Cust over to first base. And you see Branyan waits just a minute, give him a chance to get ready and get over to first base without throwing the ball away or rushing the play at all. Nice play.
Except for those 2 walks in the 3rd inning. Snell has really pitched well to contact tonight. A's come in struggling offensively, next to last in batting average, 12th in hits, 12th in runs, next to last in homers. Hit at the same time, they played pretty well, 18 and 19 since the All-Star break. There's Kurt Suzuki, the catcher. A slicing line drive to center field that was run down by Gutierrez. One and 1 to Kurt. A walk-off base hit last week against Detroit. He's got 6 for his career. One thing for sure, though, Mariner pitching has tamed him here. And in general, hitting just 182 against the Mariners this year. 225 for his career. And here at Safeco is 4 for 14 entering tonight's action. Didn't see it, but somebody must have made a heck of a catch. Had 2 big ovations for fans making catches here tonight. 2 outs in a 4th. Jack Wilson, good to see him back. Throws out Suzuki. 10-pitch inning. 1-2-3 go the A's in the 4th. Ian Snell's got a 1-0 lead.
And The Tracer is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
Here in game 125 for the Mariners. They have a 1-0 lead on Jose Lopez, the leadoff homer in the third. Coming up here in the home fourth, it'll be Hanahan, Jack Wilson, and Michael Saunders. 7, 8, 9 against Vin Mazzaro.
Mazzaro so far 65 pitches in the game as we go into the fourth inning. So he's struggled with his command. He has tremendous movement, good fastball. He's been 94, 95 today with his fastball. A nice little slider. But although he just has the one walk, he's been behind in a lot of counts.
Hanahan looks at a breaking ball. It misses. Ball 1. Jack fouled out to the third baseman, Adam Kennedy. It was interesting on that play. Sean Rakos, third base umpire, practically, he was neck and neck with Kennedy going back in that foul ball on the left side. Would that give you, if you played at third, and if you're going back like that, you obviously can feel that umpire. I mean, he could have been more than 5 steps away.
Yeah, you definitely know he's in the. Yeah, you know he's in the area. I think the biggest thing though that Kennedy did on that was the adjustment he made. I thought that ball was going to keep drifting into the stands, but it came back and he made a nice play on it. But you definitely know if the umpire's around or the shortstop, you can feel him there.
I just don't remember seeing an umpire. He was step for step with him. He had given him like 3 steps, and then the separation was not very big. Good job getting in position to make that play, because you don't know what's going to happen with a fan reaching in or something like that.
Right.
Well, 2 strikes to Hanahan against his former team. It was not a good offensive road trip for the Mariners. In tight. Here's a play we were talking about. But look at the separation there. It's about 3 steps. Followed him.
It's like a tip drill. If he'd have missed it and bounced out of there, he would have been able to make the play.
Pete Rose and Bob Boone in the NLCS 1980. 3-2 pitch to Hanahan, fouled straight back. Almost had a tip drill with Scott Hairston on the double by Lopez. In the first inning, almost tipped to the center fielder. Hanahan draws a walk to lead it off here in the fourth. Game 2 of this 3-game set tomorrow. Brett Anderson against Ryan Rowland-Smith. -18 will be out there. Had a couple of rough patches his last start. Took a shot, took that ground ball off the leg. Here's Jack Wilson. Good to have him back. This is his second at bat. Struck out on a 1-2 pitch. Josh Wilson certainly made a name for himself filling in for Jack. Josh going 9 for 23, couple home runs, 3 runs batted in. Let's look at Josh. Mike Sweeney called him the paper boy. Junior called him Hack. Hack Wilson. Oh, there's a broken bat number to the shortstop. Pennington throws out Jack. Runner moves up, 1 out. So Hanahan in scoring position, 1 down here in the fourth. We'll bring up Michael Saunders, who got a base hit to left his first time up.
Yeah, solid line drive in the left field. Mazzaro with that nice 2-seam fastball, kind of built in for Saunders. We've seen so many pitchers try to pitch him inside, and he decided to go away from him. We know that he can hit the ball hard to left field. We've seen that quite a bit since he's been up.
Shows bunt with the third baseman, Adam Kennedy, playing way back. In tight. He's seen a steady die to that. Michael Saunders playing in his 23rd game. He is way ahead in the count here, 3-0. I believe this 80th pitch coming up here in the 4th inning. So a 4-pitch walk for Saunders. First and second Mariners now with 1 out. They've already left 5 men on. Bases loaded first inning, and they left 2 on in the second. Another visit by the pitching coach, Curt Young. Growing pains. We've seen this before. They had such a young ball club.
A young club, a young pitcher. That's good stuff. It just, you know, it's really batter to batter. He can throw some really good pitches or basically lose it, not be anywhere near it, as we saw it with Saunders. And that's what you get a lot of times with young pitchers, especially pitchers with good arms like Mazzaro has. 94, 95.
Mazzaro's won 2 of his last 3 starts. Not gone deep. He's gone 5 innings, 5 1/3, and 5. He won at Kansas City, won at Baltimore. Got a no decision against the Yankees. Top of the order, Franklin Gutierrez. Gutierrez is lined out to right field. A broken bat single to left field. Ichiro listed day to day with a calf issue, a left calf, a little bit of a strain. 2-0.
6 straight balls. All fastballs to Saunders, 2 sliders to Gutierrez. Can't find the plate with either one of the pitches.
Chance for some damage here for the Mariners to lead 1-0. Jose Lopez led off the 3rd with his 18th home run. Bob Garen's ball club 19.5 back in the American League West. Last place behind the Angels, Texas, and the Mariners. 2-0. On deck, Russell Branyan. Here's a 3-0 to Gutierrez. There's a strike 3 and 1. Goody taken all the way. They got some action down in that bullpen. Jeff Gray. Here's a 3-1. And the bases are loaded now for Russell Branyan. Walked the bases loaded with 1 out here in the 4th. He's come inside to Branyan a couple of times. He struck him out looking first inning. 3-2 pitch, he flied out to left in the 2nd inning. He's come up and in strong on him. It's going to be interesting to see how he deals with Branyan. That's the last at bat. That was in the 2nd inning. Got him with a 3-2 pitch. Second baseman. A turn 2. Nice job. Gutierrez did a nice job trying to get a piece of Pennington and did. But a 4-6-3 double play gets him out of trouble. And that'll do it for the Mariners, who lead it 1-0. performance. Back here at Safeco Field, glad to be home. First of a 10-game homestand, 3 games with Oakland, 4 with Kansas City, 3 with the Angels. Mariners coming in after a 2-4 road trip. Ian Snell through 4s, not allowed a hit. A couple of base runners reached via walks. Here's a fly ball left field. Saunders giving ground, twisting, turning, makes the catch.
See him turn and run, and the ball slicing away from him, and he had to make a quick adjustment. I'll tell you, the more you watch him play, the more you get impressed with his athleticism. 6'4", runs well, makes a nice adjustment there to make the catch. Nice play.
Popped up. Kenji might have a play, does have a play. 2 down. Continuing to pitch to contact, Ian Snell. Hey, this Sunday, Mariners and Royals conclude their series. All kids 14 and under receive a unique Ken Griffey Jr. backpack thanks to Pepsi, Hagen, and Top Foods. Perfect item for the new school year. Make sure you join us at Safeco Field. Get your tickets at Mariners.com. Junior, the only Mariner run yesterday, got a 2-0 fastball and hit it out for his 13th home run and 624th of his career. Derek Barton walked his first time up. Only run tonight for the Mariners, Jose Lopez, home run in the 3rd. Snell's got a good rhythm going. He's got a changeup over, fastball over, sinker over. Not a bad job, except for those 2 walks.
Well, and you can see in the innings where he's been able to throw his strikes, he picks the pace up a little bit, throwing with more confidence as opposed to the innings where he's struggled.
Yeah, there's a sizable time differential.
Yeah, in between pitches.
Yeah. 1 and 2. Back up the middle. Good effort by Jack Wilson, and there's the first base hit tonight by Oakland. Derek Barton on a 2-2 pitch sends one up the middle. Fans give Ian Snell a nice round of applause for throwing no-hit ball for 4 2/3 innings.
That's just a ground ball up the middle and finds a hole. Nice try by Jack Wilson to try to knock it down. I don't know if he had much of a play as far as he had the range to get it. See him diving into the outfield. Probably wouldn't have had to play it first.
Pennington takes a big swing and a miss. Highly regarded young man out of Texas A&M. Snell's done. 2 walks came in the 3rd inning. '94.
Yeah, he just flapped through that by Pennington.
Have not seen the A's since late May. They've made a whole bunch of changes just like the Mariners have. Here comes the 0-2 from Snell up high. Got Jason Giambi now with the Colorado AAA club in Colorado Springs. Probably be called up next week.
1st of September.
Next week tomorrow. Matt Holliday ripping it up for St. Louis. Orlando Cabrera with Minnesota. Nomar Garciaparra still on the ball club. Injuries is really taking its toll on him. Part-time player. 2-2. Fly ball left field. Saunders is right there. And that'll do it. Well, the A's get their first hit of the evening against Ian Snell, but he throws another good inning. He's through 5 with a 1-0 lead.
destination.
Back here in a nice night here in Seattle. 1-0 Mariners on a Jose Lopez. Third inning leadoff home run. Guess who's leading off here in the fifth? It's Senor Lopez. Hit him. The obligatory long looks. He's not happy. Second batter hit tonight by Mazzaro. They hit Griffey. Back in the first.
Well, anytime you hit a home run, the next pitch is way inside. Actually hits him on the backside.
Warnings have been issued. Marty Foster, home plate umpire, doing
like
that. Here comes Don Wakamatsu. Seconds ago, issuing warnings.
Well, apparently Marty Foster thought that was on purpose.
As you always say, and we always say it, take care of itself.
Take care of itself. I mean, to me, I don't know if he did it on purpose or not. We've seen him all over the place tonight. It's not like he's commanded the strike zone. You know, you look at him, 86 pitches, now 40 balls, 46 strikes.
It gives you a pretty good indication of what kind of night Vin Mazzaro's had.
So, and because, you know, the pitch gets away from him, now you're going to take away the inside part of the plate to Ian Snell. I don't like it. I think you have to be able to let him pitch. If one gets away from Ian, is he going to toss him? I mean, I don't.
Which would be ridiculous.
Well, I don't like. That's why I don't like that. I don't like the automatic warnings right away.
I mean, if there was clear, you know, if they're doing some teeth rattling, that's a different deal. If everybody, you know, I mean, hit him in the butt too. One to Ken Griffey Jr. Hit by a pitch and grounded out the first.
Second hitter he's hit. You know, Junior gets hit the first time up, hits him in the leg.
And even if Snell did want to even to score after having his team's RBI leader hitting a Hall of Famer hit, now he goes back inside. Bye. It slipped. Sure it did. That's how you solve it. That's how you get it done. You hit a home run. Ken Griffey Jr., number 625. Junior with the flair for the dramatic again. That's his 14th of the season, his 43rd RBI this year. Mariners 3-0.
Well, take a look at it. He just hits a line drive into the seats and right. Fastball out over the plate. They got out of here in a hurry.
In word of words of many, hit that. .384 feet. Boy, he leaned on it. A lot of people with flash bulbs here hope they got that shot. All fooled on that pitch 0-2. Swing and a miss. One out. It's Girls Night Out at Safeco Field this Saturday. Mariners will meet the Royals. If you're one of the first 10,000 women 21 and over, you'll pick up a stylish reusable bag. You and your girlfriends can pamper themselves at the Comfort Station, where there's going to be manicures, massages, and more throughout the night. So get your tickets at mariners.com. 2 in, 1 out. Here's Kenji Jojima. 0 for 2. Fooled him on that one. 4 strikeouts now for Mazzaro. to center field. Ryan Sweeney. No problem. 2 down. Time now for the Banner Bank Building to the Future. Mauricio Robles acquired in the Washburn trade. His last 3 games at High Desert. Good numbers, 2-0, 19 innings, 6 hits, and 1 run. That's a high-scoring league, so makes those numbers doubly impressive. Told that the wind blows out at every ballpark in that league. Insight to Hanahan, 2-0. Over the years, you must have seen some good answers to guys getting hit. That's the best thing you can possibly do. Go yard on somebody and put 2 more runs up. Eric Barton, nice play. That'll end the inning. Mariners make some noise. Lopez got really hacked off. Junior made him feel good with the 2-run homer. 3-0 Mariners as Griffin. No question about it. Farms 100th anniversary. Remember, buy local, buy fresh, by Wilcox Farms Eggs. And by Taco Del Mar, home to $4.99 Mondo Burrito. Beautiful night here in the Emerald City, Seattle, where the Mariners have a 3-0 lead. Ian Snell has given up just 1 hit through 5 tonight. Top of the order, Adam Kennedy, Mark Ellis, Scott Hairston for the A's. Ball and a strike. A's come in, having taken 2 out of 3 from Detroit. Prior to that, they lost 2 out of 3 to the Yankees. Kennedy tonight with a ground out to second and a walk. Snell way behind here, 3-1. He issued 2 walks, both in the 3rd inning. He got out of that jam.
You see him wanting to be careful when he was up by 1 run, but after there's a base hit up the middle by Kennedy. But after Junior's 2-run homer, you'd like to see him come out and be more aggressive, stay after guys and throw strikes.
Mariners lead it 3-0. They've left 7 men on base tonight. As you look at the crescent moon out above Safeco Field. No Ichiro tonight if you're just joining us. A tight left calf. Listed as day-to-day. Said it's something that's been creeping up on him the last couple of days. Ellis showed bunt. 1-0. Snell seems to have fallen out of rhythm here. He's got the 3-0 lead, and he's behind 2-0.
Starts Ellis off with 2 breaking balls, and he missed with both of them. See 74 pitches. He's done a nice job. They made him work a little bit back in the third where he threw 26 pitches, but overall his innings have been pretty easy.
Well, that's what Don Wakamatsu is concerned with. Stay efficient. There's a strike. Mariners 7.5 games back in a wild card chase. Need to get on a heck of a hot streak and get a lot of help. 2-2. Miguel Cabrera just hit a three-run homer. Oh, number. Wish you'd get the hotline to that Detroit talk station so we can call in. This is David Micrum from Seattle. You want to trade Cabrera?
I should be a little happier with him now that he hit a 3-run homer in the game tonight. See Snell's topped out at 95 miles an hour. Change up down to 77.
Both trips into Detroit. This talk show hosted Motor City all over. Miguel Cabrera's been in the top 5 in hitting pretty much most of the year. Two home runs tonight by the Mariners. One by Lopez, a solo shot. 2-run home run by Ken Griffey Jr. That'll play. Ellis 0 for 2 so far this evening. Should be 2. Here's Jack Wilson. Scoop to Lopez. Didn't get much on that one.
No, he obviously didn't have a good grip on it. Threw a changeup over to first base. Wilson does a nice job getting rid of this quickly. Nice feed. Just couldn't quite get it. Had it right on the tips of his fingers and couldn't get anything on the throw.
1 out, 1 on. We'll bring up Scott Hairston. Came over from San Diego July 5th. We had seen Scott when the Mariners had hooked up with San Diego in interleague play. Scouting report on him. He has been hitting fastballs. Doing a nice job for Oakland. Brother Jerry was in town recently with the Yankees. Her dad, Jerry Hairston, fine pinch hitter with the White Sox in the 70s and 80s. Grandfather Sam played in the Negro Leagues. Some of the early, one of the early African Americans in the American League back in the 50s. A lot of baseball in this family. 0-2. Hairston flied out to center and bounced back to Ian Snell his first 2 times up. Scott hit .299, 10 home runs, 29 RBIs at San Diego. Ball and 2 strikes. Oakland's in, Kansas City's in for 4. The Angels make their final visit to Seattle. That'll be a week from tonight, Tuesday, Wednesday, September 1 and September 2. And the Mariners going another final really long road trip. 4 at Oakland, 3 at the Angels, and 3 at Texas.
Like Ian Snell starting to throw a few more breaking balls here, working his way through the lineup the third time.
Mariners 2-1 against the A's here at Safeco. Runner goes, swung on, popped up. Good play. Ian Snell goes 4 2/3 innings, pitching no hit ball, and then Derek Barton got a base hit to center. Snell got out of the inning now here in the 6th. Base hit, runner reaching on a fielder's choice. Field set for 2 again, the 2-2 pitch. Here's how Snell has worked so far this evening. Couple of strikeouts, couple of walks. Tried again at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ellis has decent speed. He's stolen 6 bases this year. Thought he had him. 3-2.
Slider. Take a look at it just off the plate away. Pretty good pitch.
Pitch number 9 coming up. You've got Jack Cust on deck. 3-2 pitch. Runner takes off. Fouled away. Hey, guy stood up right over the Mariner dugout, front row, had a glove, made a clean catch.
Well, I think this is a big hitter for him. You have Cust on deck. He's the power guy for him. You have a 3-run lead. Definitely want to be aggressive with Harrison. We don't want to put him on with Cust standing on deck.
See what gives here at 3-2. That'll stay in the yard. Gutierrez coming in. 2 outs. Quest high speed pitch. Take a look. Mazara at 95. Snell matched him. Two outs here in the 6th inning for Jack Cust, who struck out looking and grounded out to Russell Branyan. A nice reach towards the line by Branyan, and Snell came over to cover. Team leader in home runs is Jack Cust with 19. RBI co-leader with 56. He and Kurt Suzuki. Gray is up and throwing again. Jeff Gray.
I should think that maybe Mazzaro is finished for the day.
Oh boy, given that pitch count that he's been running up there, would not surprise me. Cust, a big home run, walk, and strikeout guy. Mentioned the 19 home runs. He struck out 136 times. He's walked 74 times, all entering tonight. So with the strikeout tonight, 137. Home runs have been the story tonight for the Mariners. Lopez his 18th, Griffey his 14th. Line drive, that's a base hit. Ellis will hold at second as Hall gets it in. Nice one hop. Third base. Billy Hall showing off the yard. Tying run comes to the plate. Ichiro out with a calf issue. Bill Hall comes up throwing. His versatility going to be very valuable to this Mariner ball club. Here's Kurt Suzuki. 0 for 2. Day to day. Coming up on 2,000 hits. Coming up on 200 hits for the 9th consecutive year for Ichiro. And don't forget, he missed, what, the 7 or 8 games early in the season with the ulcer issue. Snell could be working himself into deep trouble here. He's 1-0.
He's working his way out of the game. His pitch count's starting to get up there. This will be his 95th pitch coming up to Suzuki.
That was dead in the box. Sort of like the night he had here, Tim Tschida behind the plate a couple of weeks ago.
Foster early in the game was calling some strikes, and now it seems like he's tightened things up a little bit as you see Kelly getting loose out in the pen.
2 outs here in the 6th. That may do it if it blows back to Kenji. It does not. Two balls, 1 strike to Kurt Suzuki. Pitch number 96 coming up. There are your runners. Ellis at second, Cust at first. Suzuki's been a late game clutch performer for these A's with 6 walk-off hits, second only to Andre Ethier of the Dodgers, 8 in the major leagues. 2-1. That's going to get 1 run in. Here's Saunders. And the throw is cut off. 3-1. RBI for Suzuki is 57. Takes the team lead as Mark Ellis scores from second base. Cust holds at second.
Well, he hits it hard out in the left field. Saunders comes in pretty aggressively and makes a strong throw into home plate. Thought maybe he had a chance. That throw would have been wide. You can see it starting to tail off. No chance to get the runner at the plate. Rick Adair is going to go out. Have a conversation with Snell now at 97 pitches. Sean Kelly continuing to throw out in the bullpen.
Pitchers that hold Rick Adair very high regard. Seen with Gerald Laird back with the Tigers. Folks in Cleveland where Rick has been. He's a very good pitching coach. Two outs here in the 6th. Runners at first and second. Interesting numbers there. 8 over 23. So look at Ryan Sweeney. 0 for 2. A slicing drive to left field that Saunders made a nice adjustment on to make the catch. He was back in the 5th. Jack Wilson will throw across and get Sweeney. So 1 run on 3 hits here in the 6th. And Snell through 6 has a 3-1 lead.
the Emerald Queen Casino, welcoming legendary John Kay and Steppenwolf September 11th. For tickets, go to emeraldqueen.com.
Rally Fry time here, 3-1, bottom of the 6th. Mariners on top this first game in a 10-game homestand. What do you have here tonight, Mike?
Well, we have Lindsay bringing the prize. And up here, we always take care of the local folks, but these young guys came all the way from Montana and have their Mariner gear on, so why not? See if we get the Mariners a few more runs.
A couple of young men from Missoula, Montana. David and Lance, good to have you guys here. Manja Manj. New pitcher is Jeff Gray. This is his 4th stint with the ball club this year. He's bounced up and down between here and AAA Sacramento.
You can see the 8 2/3 innings all he's pitched so far this year. Done a nice job though. 5 strikeouts, no walks yet.
First pitch swinging, popped up. Jack Wilson, short center field, the shortstop. Pennington takes it. Vin Mazzaro to start tonight. His 16th start, goes 5 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs all earned, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, 99 pitches, 55 for strikes, and he gave up 2 home runs. Here's Michael Saunders.
Gray shows a pretty good arm, 94 miles an hour on the last fastball.
Bouncing ball to Mark Ellis. 2 down. It'll get us back to the top of the order, and Franklin Gutierrez, a smoother, quieter, greener way to travel. Rides down Transit's Link Light Rail from Tukwila to Seattle with 10 stops along the way. And let us not forget that Mazzaro did hit 2 batters as well. Gutierrez tonight lined out to right, base hit to left, and walked. Mariners 10 and 11 here in the month of August. 0-2. Gutierrez in the leadoff spot tonight with Ichiro out of action for this evening.
And we saw Sean Kelly getting loose earlier. Now it's Sean White. He losing the pen, so Ian Snell is probably finished for the night. The standard tonight, what do you think? White, Lowe, and Ardsmith, they can do it?
Works for me.
Yeah. Guys have been used so much, it's hard to get them in order anymore.
Man, it's unbelievable, right? This club needs a hot streak here. Make it interesting in September. 1-2. Here's Sean. Ball and 2 strikes. Going over's Cuss. Not going to get it. Ryan Sweeney keeps it in front. Will hold Gutierrez to a single. Long run for Jack Cuss. There's not a speed demon.
No, but he's a big man. Had to be a little scary for Sweeney coming over, seeing Cuss running as fast as he can at him. As you were saying, Dave, he doesn't run real fast, but he's a big man. Comes Sweeney, just can't quite get there. Does a nice job of cutting that ball off, though, keeping Gutierrez to a single.
Nice job by Ryan Sweeney keeping some nice spatial differential there because he loses that collision. Way upstairs to Brennan, who struck out looking, fly to left and bounced into a double play. 21,056 on hand here tonight. Along with our audience at home, glad to have you with us. There's a strike to Brandon, 1-1. Brandon, a 5 for 24 road trip. He had 3 home runs, knocked in 6. Well, he did strike out 13 times. That will not come back to the third baseman, Adam Kennedy. Two outs here in the 6th. Jose Lopez is on deck. Two and two. Professional courtesy there. Brandon picking up the mask for Kurt Suzuki. Mariners trying to end a 2-game losing streak.
Russell can get him to get a fastball down and pitching him in up in the zone.
That's a big league pop-up. Adam Kennedy, foul territory. Mariners are gone here in the 6th, but they have a 3-1 lead here at Safeco against the A's.
Is brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
First of a 10-game homestand, the final real big one here in the 09 season. It's starting to get away from us, folks. This is game number 125. We take a look at Ian Snell's line. 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, a couple of strikeouts, 98 pitches. There's 60 for strikes. And at one point, he went no-hit ball for 4 2/3 innings.
Yeah, pretty good stuff tonight. Topped out at 95 miles an hour. Showed a pretty good changeup, a nice breaking ball. Had to work a little bit back in the 3rd inning, but other than that, I thought he did a pretty nice job. Nice play by Branyan to help him out down the line. See, he's a good athlete. Gets over to first, no problem.
Gives way to Sean White. Was not giving up a run in his last 6 appearances. 8 2/3 shutout ball over his last 6. This will be continuing to build on his career high in appearances. Sean White Been pretty steady this year. Broken bat, ground ball to Lopez. First out. That was Landon Powell. One out here in the 7th inning. Tonight, on an all-new episode of Seahawks All Access, Hall of Famer Warren Moon sits down with running back Justin Forsett to get his expectations for the 2009 season. Plus, it's the all-exclusive sights and sounds from Seattle's 27-13 win over the Broncos. Seahawks All Access tonight at 10:30 here on FSN. Great to see the Seahawks have it stay healthy. I understand they've got some injuries already. Walter Jones, their Hall of Fame tackle, is down, but great to see them have a big year. Here's a slicing foul ball, left side. Saunders slams on the brakes.
He's had a workout tonight running over there to the wall on the left field line.
Young legs.
Yeah, he's fine.
Derek Barton's the hitter. Walking a single to center. He got the first hit of the ball game for Oakland. It's in the 5th inning. Yanked down the line, a long way. Going back, it is a foul ball.
And Sean, very fortunate, missed his spot. You see this ball go down the line. It's fouled by a pretty decent margin. No problem there, but he wanted that pitch away. Kenji wanted it away, and Sean looked like he pulled across it a little bit and ended up on the inner half of the plate.
Barton with 1 home run, 4 runs knocked in this season. Just got a piece of that. 1-2. Barton back off the DL last Friday and a strained left hamstring. Strike 3 call. 2 outs here in the 7th. Check out our U.S. Marine Corps leaders of the game. Not starting tonight, but Ichiro. He's in the books with 184 hits, 1,989 career hits. Make sure you get your tickets for this homestand because he is 17 hits away or 16 hits away from 200. It's going to go well over that, you know. It'll be the 9th consecutive year he's done it. It'll be more than anybody in Major League history. Currently tied with Wee Willie Keeler, doing it 8 years in a row. A terrific run of consistency by Ichiro. 1-2. Shaun White being aggressive, coming after these A's. Next to last in batting average in the American League. Popped up. Jack Wilson taking charge. Good inning for Shaun White. Tires the bottom 3rd in order. We go to the home 7th with the Mariners leading 3-1. Get your 3 a day of dairy every day. Good crowd on hand. Enthusiastic about their Mariners. 21,056 this evening. They've got a 3-1 lead. They've been entertained by Jose Lopez, a leadoff home run in the third. Career best 18th. And Ken Griffey Jr., after Lopez was hit in the fifth, leading off. Junior homer. And here's Lopez again. Breaking ball for a strike. Jeff Gray in his second inning of work for the Athletics. Lopez double home run hit by a pitch and a run scored. 2 runs scored. Lopez, Griffey, and Bill Hall.
Quietly, Lopez, just consistent numbers year after year, hasn't he? I mean, you're going to get to that point now when he first showed up, and he's been an all-star, but I think the most important thing is to see Marshall getting loose out in the pen. He's done a nice job of just consistently putting up numbers, and I think if you talk to managers or GMs, they'll tell you they just want to know what they're going to get out of their guys. And with Lopez, I think, you look 16, 19 home runs, drive in 80 plus.
17 and 89 last year.
I don't know.
And this year, I mean, he's in good shape. He's got 18 and 76 right now.
Yeah, and remember, I mean, when was it? It seemed like it was about a month ago he was hitting 230.
Yeah.
He just drug his average all the way up to 274 now.
Center field, Ryan Sweeney slides over. 1 out. Well, here comes Ken Griffey Jr. Just joining us in the 5th inning. Lopez, in his first at bat since he had homered in the third, he got hit on the hip by Ben Mazzaro. Griffey in a 1-1 pitch hit a screaming line drive into the right field seats for a 2-run homer, his 14th of the year, number 625 for his career. He didn't miss it here, Mike.
No, not much doubt about it. Pitch middle of the plate and down. Hits a screaming line drive into the right center field bleachers.
He scored last time. He pointed up the box behind home plate. Club president Chuck Armstrong's there, and Ken's mom, Birdie's in town. She's got a charity golf tournament coming up this week. Two on. In there for a strike. These are active home run leaders. Alex Rodriguez hit one last night. The Yankees took 2 out of 3 at Boston. There's Junior after the home run. Really pleased to be here. There's a base hit up the middle. Junior may have to keep Mom around for a while longer. A lot longer.
I was just thinking that point up to the booth right there is something that he's done a ton with Birdie. I mean, 625 home runs. I bet she's seen a lot of them.
Yeah, he had a home run about 10 days ago. I think it was that real dramatic one. When I talked to him the next day, he said, seen your dad hit a lot of those. And she had told him the day earlier in that day, how about hitting one for me? So last time I walked out of the room and I missed this. She was sitting there watching that last one when we were home last time. Bill Hall. Safeco Field Mariner debut. Walk, strikeout, looking, strikeout, swinging. Bill got up to a terrific start. On the road, bounces one foul.
He really loads up, doesn't he? You can see his hands. He's nice and quiet as he sits there. As the pitcher starts to come to him, he'll lift his hands up and push him back. You can see him just press him back and turn it loose.
05-06 put out some huge numbers for the Milwaukee Ball Club. Struggled, by his own admission. He too coachable, too many years. Too many things going in his ears. Listen to advice on how to try to get back.
Watch him press him away.
Well, boy, there's a classic example. He loaded and unloaded right through the box. Base hit. Bill Hall is first at Safeco Field as a Mariner.
Take a look at it. Nice and relaxed. Press the hands back. Really load up. And just hits a bullet. Look at the way he just gets right on top of this fastball. Hits it right back up the middle.
So 1 out with 2 on for Kenji Jojima, who's 0 for 3. Make sure you visit the official online shop of the Mariners at mariners.com. You can browse the largest selection of authentic team gear, including clubhouse caps and t-shirts, jerseys, collectibles, and more. Get your gear at mariners.com shop. Never have enough runs. 1 out, 2 on. Ball 1 to Kenji Jojima. Kenji had a 4 for 16 road trip. Hit a couple home runs. He went 0 for 5 in his last start. That was Saturday at Cleveland. Other action. Woof, a 10 spot by Detroit. Rays take out the Blue Jays 12-7. Swing and a miss. Red Sox piled it on against Chicago. So the Red Sox pick up a full game on Chicago in the wild card. Chicago 7.5 behind Boston starting the night, tied with the Mariners. 2-1 to Kenji. Broken bat. Ball humpback soft liner. Adam Kennedy, 2 outs. 2 outs, 2 on here in the 7th. Mariners lead at 3-1. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Pitching change, Bob Guerin going to bring in left-hander Jay Marshall to face Jack Hanahan, the former Athletic. We'll be back with more right after this. Is brought to you by Banner Bank. Better ideas, better banking. And by Money Tree, providing immediate cash for your business is our business. Apply for business loan at moneytreeinc.com. Super night here at Seattle. Space Needle looks splendid. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers with you here at the ballpark, Safeco Field. 3-1 Mariners. Chance to get some more here with 2 out, 2 on. Jay Marshall, tall left-hander.
And he crossed Suzuki up
Yeah, he did. You see Kurt flinch?
Yeah, when the runner on second base, they go through a series of signs, and apparently they didn't have him right.
It is a terrible feeling for that catcher to put one number
Better
down.
off that it's a breaking ball, because if you're looking for a breaking ball and it's a fastball,
Yeah.
take it on the wrist.
If you're lucky.
If you're lucky.
1-1 to Jack Hanahan. Jack's fouled out to third base. At third baseman Kennedy walked and grounded out. As you look at the runners, Griffey and Bill Hall. And there for another strike, 1-2. Marshall working for the third base side of the rubber. It's out to center field. Sweeney got a good jump on it, and he's there. Young man can cover some ground. Mariners get 2 on, can't get anybody across. 7 in the books here at Safeco Field. 3-1 Mariners. Tomorrow, don't miss a special edition of Northwest Top 10. We're going to count down each row's most memorable Mariners moments. Also going to hear from the man himself. He's going to revisit some of the awe-inspiring plays and amazing accomplishments that baseball fans won't soon forget. Northwest Top 10, each row's Mariner moments, presented by Sylvania, tomorrow at 5:30 on FSN. Here we are right here on top of the A. There we go, right at Safeco Field. There's the moving hat. Follow the dancing hat. Adam Kennedy to lead off here in the 8th inning. Adam, a converted middle infielder, second baseman. Big change going over to third base. Couple hops to Lopez. One out. Game 2 of the series tomorrow. Brett Anderson and Ryan Rowland-Smith.
Nice opponent's average for Ryan Rowland-Smith, just 208. Ryan was really pitching well in his last outing, and then all of a sudden just lost it.
The first 3 innings against Washburn last week. He's due for another one of those, 7 strong with that little incident, you know?
Yeah.
To left field, Saunders coming in, makes the catch. 2 down. Michael Saunders continuing to shine in left field.
Well, we always talk about what a good athlete is. He covered a lot of ground. I thought that was going to be a base hit. What do you call him?
The Condor.
The Condor.
Covered. He closed in a hurry.
Nice play.
Scott Hairston's the hitter. He's 0 for 3. Sean White pitched a 1-2-3 7th. 1 out away from doing likewise here in the 8th. Sean White, another one of these guys who works at a good pace. Just about everybody out of the bullpen does. Swing and a miss by Hairston.
One of the few sliders we've seen out of Sean today is basically just throwing his two-seam fastball up there. Not messing around. He's such good movement on his fastball. At times he's topped out at 96 miles an hour this year.
That's been good.
Picked up some velocity on his fastball.
Sean White, one of those guys, has taken a couple of tweaks from Rick Adair and John Wetland. He's way more overhand than he has been over the last couple of years. White trying to put an exclamation point here on the 8th. Hairston giving him a good battle. He counts it 2-2 again. Wilson backhands, got rid of that nice strong throw. Sean White 6 up, 6 down. To the home 8th we go. Mariners lead it 3-1. Griffey in the 5th. I can tell you that each Monday you can check out the MVP program at mariners.com/MVP, featuring outstanding weekly savings on tickets, parking, Mariners gear, and more. This week, fans can pick up $32 field seats to next week's series against the Angels, Monday through Wednesday. For details, visit mariners.com/MVP. Here's Jack Wilson. Next 1-2. The opposite shortstop Pennington, 1 out.
David Ardsma throwing down in the Mariner pen. Nice job by Sean White tonight. Couple scoreless innings.
Boy, he got on a good roll there.
It was perfect tonight. Yep. 3 up, 3 down in the 7th and 8th.
There's Saunders. So that's now 10 2/3 shutout baseball by Sean White over his last 7 games. Sometime soon, Saunders is going to crush one of those breaking balls coming over like that. Just feel it. He's seen enough of them. Same with the fastballs. They keep trying to run inside him. 2-1.
of things you have to like about him, as we've talked about his athleticism, but he also handles the ball away. I think that's the hardest part when you first get up here, is to be able to hit the ball the other way. He's shown that. Eventually he's going to have to handle that pitch in. But he doesn't miss too many of them out over the plate.
2-2. Ian Snell pitched no-hit ball into the 5th inning. Went 4 2/3 before giving up a 2-out base hit. Bart. Coming on is Scott Hairston, and he makes the catch. San Francisco and Colorado. How about the Rockies? Something like, since Jim Tracy took over, something like 56-20. And Colorado starting the day with a 3-game lead over the Giants in a wild card chase. And they came from nowhere. And when the Mariners were in town in Denver, they had just started that hot streak. I think when we saw them, they had just won about 7 or 8 in a row.
That's a big game. You don't see too many games in Colorado. 1-1 in the, what was it, the 11th?
Mm-hmm. Jim Tracy right now, strong candidate, manager of the year in the National League, taking over Clint Hurdle, who was released. They'll be heading to the 13th inning, top of the 13th at Coors Field. Down the line, but foul. How about Eric Bruntlett in a triple play, and the Phillies went over the Mets yesterday. Runners at first and second. Runners went. Batter hit a line drive to Bruntlett, who was covering the backside. As he was moving towards second base, he made the catch, stepped, tag, triple play, game over. And Ryan Howard hit 2 big home runs today. Muscled one out to left field, and then no doubt about her upper deck in right field. Phillies winning for the 72nd time. Gutierrez has worked a 2-2 count. Couple of hits tonight. 2 for 3 with a walk. Make that 3 for 4. Nicely done by Franklin Gutierrez.
Doesn't seem to mind leading off at all, does he?
Not at all. Boy, he has answered the bell beautifully this year. Tomorrow on Mariners All Access, Ryan Rowland-Smith discusses his time in AAA Tacoma and what he hopes to accomplish during the remainder of this 09 season. Plus, we're going to get some hard-hitting tricks of the trade from Russell Branyan. That and a heck of a lot more tomorrow at 6 on Mariners All Access. Speaking of Mr. Branyan, here he is. 0 for 4 this evening.
Certainly didn't appear to be much of a move from the left-hander Marshall over
I'll
first.
say. Fly ball left field for Hairston. That'll do it. To the 9th inning we go. A 3-1 lead for the Mariners. And time for the A's to tell it to the DA. Here comes David Artsman. His theme song blaring in the background, ladies and gentlemen, by the group named Saliva. David Artsman on the mound.
Having a good year. You see it, 2.43 ERA. Opponent's average 191. 65 strikeouts and 55 2/3 innings.
Last saw Arts back on Thursday. Took the loss. Giving up 2 runs, 2 hits. 9th inning in Detroit. He'll face Cust, Suzuki, and Sweeney. 4, 5, and 6 here for the Athletics. High, ball 1. Going back to that outing for Archman. Here's a drive deep right field. Jack Cust. One hop into the stands, a ground rule double. Cust is aboard. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Take a look at it. Knew he was going to get a fastball. A little top spin right off the warning track. Bounces into the seats.
Ardsman got into trouble back on Thursday. In that tough 7-6 loss at Detroit, he walked the first man that he faced. Here he gives up a double. Here's Kurt Suzuki. Fly ball. Billy Hall is right there. 1 out here in the 9th inning. We'll bring up Ryan Sweeney. Sweeney's 0 for 3 this evening. And 0 for 2 career against Ardsman. Ardsman trying to lock this one up for the Mariners, trying to make Ian Snell a winner again. Back with a strike. There's Ian. Went 6 strong innings. To left field. Saunders in the corner. Coming in. Makes the catch. 2 outs. Boy, does he cover some ground out there. Very impressive.
He looks like in a pinch he could play some center field. What do you think?
Yeah. You can see that. Great jump on the ball.
Take a look at it again. The ball slicing away. Aware of where the wall is at. No problem.
Landon Powell 0 for 3. Switch it in DH. 2 down here in the 9th. A 1-0. Right after him. Crowd on its feet. 21,056. The 1-1 to Powell. Way outside. 2-1. Lead off double by Cust. Couple of flyouts. Archman trying to finish the deal. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Good heat at 95 miles an hour. Mariners need to get on a good run against some bad teams. Starting tonight with the A's, the Royals come in, and then you take your chances against the Angels. The 2-2 to Powell. Just run a full count. On deck hitters Derek Barton. He's 1 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. He struck him out. Case closed. Game over. The DA has ruled his 29th save, and more importantly, a win for the Mariners at